I've got a list of 23 attractions and shows at Walt Disney Studios, and my idea is, if I was in the park right now, which ones I'd rush to and try and do as quickly as I can, and which ones I'd sort of either miss or leave till later. Starting off at number 23, Disney Junior Dream Factory. So this is a show for the children featuring Disney Junior characters. Again, I don't know these characters. I have no emotional tie to them. I haven't grown up with them. So I have no emotional investment. I won't be there to enjoy the show. If I needed to get out of bad weather or anything like that and a show's about to start, I probably would pop it in. I've never seen it, so there is a bit of intrigue for me. Number 22, Flying Carpets over Agrabah. If you've watched my previous videos, I've talked about this with Animal Kingdom and with Magic Kingdom. I've ridden Dumbo, I've ridden Flying Carpets of Aladdin, I've ridden Triceratops Spin, I've done the flying up and down, tilting, I've done them rides. I understand why they're popular. They have a low height restriction, so therefore if you can't go on one attraction, this one's a good alternative to take the family to. But I've ridden them. There's no thrill for me anymore. I've sort of grown up past it. I have more of an emotional tie to the ones at Magic Kingdom than I do at Disneyland Paris, because I went to Disneyland Paris for the first time only this year, whereas I went in '95 as a child to Florida. So I remember those childhood memories of that. So yeah, Flying Carpets over Agrabah is low down on my list. Number 21 is an attraction I have actually been able to do. It is Cars Road Trip. I do have a slight emotional tie to this. It brings back nostalgia memories for me, because I did used to really enjoy going on the backstage tour at Hollywood Studios in Florida. And it is a sort of element to that. But I feel like it's an awfully long time-wise attraction. It takes a while for just that set piece. The cars structures, the cars characters around are quite good photographs, but you have to sort of be quick with your camera if you're going to get them, because you're on the tram and you're moving quite along. And so yeah, I think it's good. I think it's okay, but it's not something I'm going to rush to over anything else, because I've done it, I've been there, I've seen it. If it has a low wait time and I'm in the area, I'll probably go and see it. So let's say, for example, I'm at Ratatouille and I see that it's got a 5-minute wait. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll go and ride it again. But I'm not rushing to it. It's not a top priority for me. I enjoy it because of those memories I have of it happening at Hollywood Studios. But that's as close as I can get. I think that more could be added to it. I don't understand the story behind it. That they're taking us on a tour or something around America or something. I'm not 100% sure. If you can clarify that for me in the comments, I'll appreciate it. But yeah, it's low down because of that. Number 20 will be Hero Training. It's a sort of a bit like the Jedi Academy in Hollywood Studios in Florida, where as young children you can sort of get trained and like take part in the show. So I really cannot take part in this show. I don't have any children that I would get invested with unless I go with family. So for me, it's bottom of the list because I can't do it and I've not got the family to go and do it with. So I would leave that one at the bottom of the list. Number 19 and 18 and 17 are all in Andy's playground, Toy Story playground. Number 19 is the Toy Soldiers parachute drop. I absolutely do enjoy this attraction. I thought it was a lot of fun. You go up and you drop down, as it says. I thought it was a lot of fun because I wasn't expecting to go as high as it was. Unlike Tower of Terror, you're that out there in the elements. You can sort of see everything around you moving slightly side to side because there's a slight breeze. It's a bit more thrilling, a bit more scary, but I really enjoy it. I think it's going to have a low wait time because the ones above it now are ones that I either really enjoyed a lot or I've never really been able to do or experience. So 19 is Toy Soldiers Parachute Drop. Number 18 is RC Racer. I really enjoyed this again. I thought it was a lot of thrills, the way it goes up and back, and I thought it was really well done. I really enjoy it. I think it's a great attraction for RC. I think it's a great use of the Toy Story license. But again, I've done it. I've enjoyed it. If I get a chance to do it, if I see it's a 5-minute wait, if I'm in the area, then great, I'll probably jump in there. But it's not a top priority, again, because of the things that are higher up on the list. And the reason why this next one, number 17, is slightly higher than the other two is that I never actually got a chance to do it, and it's Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin. Now, I know that this doesn't look like it's an attraction made for me. It looks like it's just a sort of like carousel. It goes round in a circle. But I think it would be a lot of fun. I quite enjoy Slinky Dog as a character in the Toy Story films. I really enjoy Slinky Dog's Dash in Hollywood Studios. And I know it's nothing like that. I know it's sort of like just goes round in a circle. But the reason why it's slightly higher than the other two Toy Story attractions is just because I've never got a chance to ride it. So the Toy Story Playground, all of them, 19, 18 and 17. Number 16 is another show. It's a show that I actually did get to experience, Stitch Live. Now, I think that this was... it was slightly let down because we didn't have a full auditorium. There was a very limited amount of us. So if you're not 100% sure, this is like Crush's talk, where you turtle talk, where you talk with Crush, and the animation, the film in front of you, responds to questions and talks to the audience. And there wasn't that many of us. There wasn't that many children. It was quite empty. So there wasn't much for the staff and the actors and everything to sort of play off. So I think it's we missed out on a chance there. If I was to go back with a larger group or there was more people there, I think it would be a great opportunity. The reason why this is higher up than other ones, so it's higher up than the Toy Story playground, is because it can slightly change from experience to experience. So I wouldn't write it off completely just because it wasn't the best experience. I think I'll give it another go. Hopefully there'll be more people, or it'll be slightly busier. Maybe I'll take some friends or something like that, and hopefully we can enjoy it a little bit more. But it's definitely one that I want to try again to see if it's slightly different. But it's something I really enjoy. I do enjoy Stitch. Big fan of the film. It means a lot to me, and it's one that I really do enjoy. And I think I'll give it another go. Number 15, Guardians of the Galaxy Dance Challenge. So, one that I've not experienced, but there are things higher up on the list that I have experienced. And the reason why this is because I can't see myself getting involved in a dance challenge. I think it's great that this is a way for you to interact with Star-Lord and Gamora in the Avengers land, the new part of the park. And I think it's a great idea. But I personally don't have the courage to step forward and dance. Maybe if I was, again, with family, friends, or I was with a large group of people, I'd probably get a bit more involved. I think it depends on the situation, the environment. Yeah, I might do it, but I definitely would need a bit of like people around me and feel a bit more comfortable. So for me, the dance challenge is a bit of like, causes a little bit of anxiety about like, I want to get involved. I don't want to get dragged forward. But at the same time, I think it could be a lot of fun to watch, a great interaction with characters. So it's not at the bottom of the list because you get to interact with the characters, but at the same time, it's not high up on my list because I just can't see myself getting involved in it unless of certain circumstances. Number 14 is Frozen, a musical invitation. We never got to see Frozen. I know it's a stage show retelling the story of Frozen. I think that from what I can see, the animatronics, like Sven looks amazing. Do enjoy Frozen, but at the same time, it's like I know the story. Do I want to see it acted out in front of me on stage? Maybe I'll give it a chance, which is why it's sort of higher up on the list. But at the same time, it's not one I'm rushing to because I've seen Frozen, I know Frozen, it's not a top priority for me. The things that are higher up, I enjoyed the first time I was there, or I've never experienced and I think are a more important experience for me to have. So Frozen, A Musical Invitation is at number 14. Number 13, again, it's an attraction I've not ridden, but this one, again, same along lines of Slinky Dog Zigzag Spin. I felt it was aimed at a younger audience, so I thought it was more important for families to go on that. And it's the Cars Quatre Roues Royale. I don't know if I've just butchered the name there, but it's a cars sort of spinning attraction. It looked a bit of fun. It looked like it was dancing to music, so it looked like it was okay. But again, we just ran out of time. It was one that we didn't prioritize, and I think next time I go, it's definitely one that I sort of want to have a go on. Hopefully walk past, and it's got a short line. I don't want to wait forever in it, because I think the reason why it's there is a bit like the flying carpets of Agrabah. Again, like those other short, smaller rides, because Crush's Coaster is just opposite. So if you can't get on Crush's Coaster because you're too small, there's this as an alternative. So it's not high up because I think it is aimed at a younger audience, but at the same time, I think I can have a lot of fun on there. Number 12. This is actually a show experience that we did try and get to be part of, but unfortunately it was so busy, and it's Animation Academy. So you get taught how to draw a character in a half-hour session. Now, it's an awful long time. I think we turned up there just sort of like 20 past, thinking, oh, we'll get in for the 1:30, and it was already full, so we'd have to wait until 11 o'clock. So you're sort of thinking it's going to be about 45 minutes maybe of your time spent on this. So it is quite a long time to sort of spend in there, but I think you walk away with such a good sort of souvenir. It's really, if you've had fun doing it. And I think that it is a good sort of chance to sit down, unwind, get out, like if it's wet or cold or whatever it is, and get out the weather and just enjoy the environment. I really enjoy doing the animation classes. I really look forward to doing them. I can't wait to try to do some more animation classes, and this is one that I want to do next time. So number 12, Animation Academy. Number 11 is meeting characters. We never got a chance to do this because of restrictions, so I will definitely love to meet characters. Obviously we did see some in the Disneyland Park, which I will get to in another video, but characters in Walt Disney Studios were very rare. Now they've got Jessie, Woody, Minnie. There are a lot more characters that you can meet that are available, which we weren't able to do. So it's definitely going to be something that we want to do. I remember seeing in the Animation Academy area that you could meet Olaf as well. So we never got a chance to meet these characters. So yeah, I enjoyed the interactions. I love having the photos taken. I think they're always fun. And yeah, and it's just a good memory. So now into the top 10 of this video. And we're going to start with Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. I love this attraction. It's slightly different to the one in Hollywood Studios because you sort of go back and then you go up, down, up, down, up, down, and you're not too sure what's going on. It's got a little bit of a story where you've been pulled in and you've got to stay quiet because otherwise the monsters can hear you. And I really enjoyed it. I thought the story was fantastic. I thought the ride was amazing, which is why it's higher up on the list than some of the other attractions I rode. I would definitely ride this again. I loved it. I think the theming was fantastic. My main issue is I went to ride it for a second time and it hasn't got a very long queue area. I think I got stuck outside in the rain and it went down because of the weather. So I was stuck outside for about 10 minutes. The queue said it was a 10-minute wait and I was stood there for 10 minutes and I was like, yeah, I've got to go because I've got reservations. I can't hang around. So I sort of just jumped out the line and went to meet up with family. I would ride it again, definitely. It's why it's in my top 10. I love it. Number 9, Ratatouille the Adventure. I love this attraction. I cannot wait to ride it again. Rode it multiple times while we were in Disneyland Paris in February, and I cannot wait to ride it again. Can't wait to ride it in Florida. Can't wait to ride it in Disneyland Paris. I think it is such a well done attraction. Just the set pieces, the videos, and it's like each time I go on it, I'm hoping that I take a slightly different route. And if I'm on the same route, I notice something slightly different. It is a really well done attraction. It's a trackless ride, which means it's not on a like train line or anything like that. You're not too sure where you're going to go. You've got 3 different mice carts that you're going to go round. You're not too sure which way you're going to go. You've got massive big projections. You've got massive big set pieces. It is astounding to look on. It is amazing to ride. I absolutely love it. Love the music. Love Ratatouille. Yeah, this is a fantastic attraction. Again, this list may change once I have an experience everything, but this is always one of those that I really would go back to over and over again. And the reason why it's lower than my next one, number 8, Crusher's Coaster, is because I only got to ride Crusher's Coaster the one time. I didn't enjoy it as much because the first time round when we did ride it, we got a priority ticket, which took us, we skipped the line sort of, and we got rushed onto the coaster itself. Now, I didn't feel comfortable. I felt quite squashed. I think if I was to ride it again, I would go first thing in the morning straight to Crusher's Coaster. It has about a 20-minute wait. I'd stay at a Disney hotel and use those extra magic hours, get straight to it, go through the normal queue line and see if it's a very different attraction for me. But it was the whole rushing to get in place, and we were holding the whole attraction up because I couldn't sit properly on the chair because I was too tall. And it was just like, I really enjoyed the attraction, going up the sliding up and spinning round on the shell. But for me, I just felt that start of it had a negative impact on my whole experience. Now, if I can redo it and go through it again and slightly take away the negative part that I had before, then maybe I can really enjoy it. So the reason why Crusher's Coaster is higher up than Ratatouille and Twilight Tower of Terror is because I want to ride it again to try and get rid of that negativity I have from it and that negative memory and replace it with having a good time on it. Hopefully I can. Hopefully I will enjoy it. I did enjoy it. I remember enjoying it. But the event before hindered and impacted my experience of the whole attraction on its own. And I think it is a really well designed attraction. The way you're riding on the back of the shell and it slightly spins. I thought it was really good, but next time I'll have to just try it again. So number 7 onwards. Now this is where we get into the list of things that I've never experienced and I look forward to doing next time I return. Number 7, heroic welcome at the Avengers Campus. So you get welcomed by live entertainment with your heroes. Earth's mightiest heroes have gathered in Avengers Campus to celebrate the arrival of their newest recruits and bid them a truly heroic welcome. So it's again getting a chance to see those characters that's in the MCU, and it's seeing that having a photo opportunity with them. Now the reason why this is lowered down is that the way it's phrased, and it sounds like it's sort of like the photos is that you got Captain America and Captain Marvel up on a stand, and it's one of those where I think it's just a quick people waving to each other, so you have to sort of be quick with your selfie. Whereas the others sound a bit more you can take your time with or a bit more show. So number 6, Warriors of Wakanda. Now I am so looking forward to Black Panther 2, not long now, and I'm so looking forward to it. It looks absolutely amazing. And I love the characters in Black Panther. Take part in a training session with General Oki as she teaches you the 5 tenets of Dora Milaje, the Wakandan warriors who protect Black Panther, Wakanda forever. So it looks so good. It's interactive. It's got those characters from Black Panther. It looks like a lot of fun. Now, even if I don't get a chance to be involved, I think I would probably get involved more with this more than I would with a dance party, because it's making moves or anything like that. Maybe it's for children, but I think just watching those characters interact seems a bit more fun than the dance. The dance just, it just makes goosebumps and makes me nervous. And number 5, Avengers Unite. This is sort of like a stage show in Avengers Campus, and I've seen clips of this from California where it's like fighting and it's stage show, and Taskmaster's turned up and Black Widow's taking him on and Captain America, and I've seen clips of this and it looks really good. From what I can see from California, I haven't seen so much from Paris. They do change the characters in and out quite a bit, so you have got a varied. Sometimes it's Black Widow, and even recently they've included the werewolf from Werewolf by Night, recently released on Disney Plus. So they are including other aspects. So I'm really excited to see maybe if this Avengers Unite includes all of those sort of interactions. I think it looks fantastic from what I've seen on videos and from what I've seen on trailers. I can't wait to see it. Which also brings me to number 4, The Amazing Spider-Man. This looks absolutely astounding. This looks like a lot of fun. It looks so good. I can't wait to see Spider-Man climbing up a wall in person, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I've seen the Imagineering show, and that got me excited, because when I saw the robotics swinging, I was like, I knew what that was for, and I can't wait to see more of it. And number 3, Mickey and the Magician. This stage show looks absolutely fantastic. It's got Genie, it's got the fairy godmother, it's got special effects, it's got illusions, and I really would love to go and see this. I think it looks fantastic. Let me know in the comments below about your experiences with Mickey and the Magician. I'd love to know if is it worth going to see. Again, it's high up on my list because I've never got to see it. I'm really intrigued by it. Mickey Mouse, of course, it's number 1. It's got to be there, but it's there because of who it is and what the show is. I do love magic. I've grown up with experience in magic. My dad was a big magic fan, and it's one of those where I can't wait to see what illusions I would see in front of me. Which leaves me with the final 2. Now, if you've got a list in front of you, you've worked out where these 2 attractions are. So it depends on what which ones you're going to work out. Number 2 and number 1 are both in Avengers Campus, and number 2 is Spider-Man Web Adventure. This is like a Buzz Lightyear shooting, moving around, but instead of having a gun, you got your hand and you like using your hands as your gun and arm movement. So I think that's really a lot of fun, and you're aiming for your colour. And I know this because I've seen the clips again on YouTube, and I've seen videos on explaining how to play it and promotional videos from Disney, and it looks like a lot of fun. I cannot wait to go to Avengers Campus and experience this. Spider-Man Web Adventure is definitely one that I'm looking forward to. And number 1, the Avengers Assembled Flight Force. Now, this is a roller coaster. It took over from the Rock and Roller Coaster in Walt Disney Studios, and I saw a clip, I think it was on Instagram, of Captain Marvel meeting Miss Marvel, the two actresses meeting, and they were like, oh my god, I saw you on the attraction, it was so cool. And then they're like, oh no, you were on it as well. And they were like, oh, it's so good. And so I can't wait to see what this roller coaster is like. Supposedly it's really good. I really enjoy Rock and Roller Coaster in Hollywood Studios. So if it is a sort of coaster like that, indoors, in the dark, but there's set pieces that you go zooming past, I'm going to love it. I'm so excited to see what the story is. I know that in California there is a Spider-Man Web Adventure, but they don't have Avengers Assemble Flight Force, which is why it's slightly higher up on my list than Spider-Man. So it is the only place in the world where you can actually go on Flight Force. So that is why it's higher up. I can go to California, experience Spider-Man Web Adventure there and in Paris. But if I want to ride Flight Force, there is only one place in the world I can do it, and that is in Walt Disney Studios in Disneyland Paris. Let me know in your comments below Have you been to Avengers Campus? I really want to know if it's really good. It looks amazing. I cannot wait to go back. Hopefully we'll experience a lot more. Stay tuned because I've still got a couple more reviews of restaurants from Disneyland Paris. I'm going to review Earl Sandwich, which we ate at a couple of times and I really did enjoy. So stay tuned for that. I'm also going to do a ranking list of Disneyland Park and the other park at Walt Disneyland Paris. If you've got any ideas for videos that you'd like me to do, maybe a planning video, how to plan a cruise, how to plan Disneyland Paris, how to plan Disney World, let me know in the comments below. I've got a few more ideas about some other videos I'm doing, as well as my Disney Dreamlight Valley videos. I'm streaming Disney Dreamlight Valley. I really enjoy it. I hope you guys are as well. I'm enjoying doing the missions. I'm enjoying getting the characters. And if you ever want to join in and join us and have a chat and just see what it's all about, twitch.tv/Planmydisney. It's a lot of fun. It's just me talking to myself, putting on voices, doing accents, and just trying to have fun with it. And that's pretty much what I want to do with this channel. I want to have fun. So hope you guys are having fun as well. And I will see you all real soon.